I'm going to take a few minutes to talk about the SAMR model, a framework for using technology to transform learning. The key word here being transform. SAMR is not a checklist or a step-by-step guide to using technology. More so, it is an opportunity to reflect on how you can enhance student learning through technology. Think about life in general. How has technology helped make your day-to-day tasks better, maybe more efficient, or even in some cases, cause more problems? As teachers, we find these same things happening every day as well. Utilizing the SAMR model with proper support, we can help all teachers move in the right direction regardless their technology background. Here's a short video showing how I have used substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition in my own professional development practices. This really has nothing to do with technology, but everything to do with how it has enhanced my own learning this past year.
Here's a quick little video to introduce the concepts of SAMR in regards to how I have changed in the last year, not so much in regards to tech integration, but more so my professional development. We will get a bit more in depth with each step of the SAMR model later in the presentation. A year ago, I was doing nothing, just teaching, coaching, and being a dad. I substituted doing nothing by enrolling in the CSP Ed Technology Master's Program, Cohort 748. Augmentation. I changed the way I learned by choosing the online program. Gotta love me some WebEx. Modification. I modified my learning environment from doing my weekly classes in my classroom to the comfort of my basement. And redefinition. I redefined how I do school by creating this Google slide from the comfort of my porch. How will you redefine what you do? So that was a quick little overview of how using the SAMR verbiage has kind of helped me just as a teacher and learner, and that's really the big goal of SAMR. How can it enhance our students' learning? So we'll get more into that in regards to the tech integration here as we dig into what SAMR actually is.
Here's a brief video to kind of introduce us to those SAMR verbs as we start to talk about our SAMR ladder. When we think of SAMR, it helps to think of a swimming pool and how each little swimmer is different. Some are comfortable just dipping their toes in the water, while others are ready to jump right into the deep end. Teaching with technology is very similar. The goal of SAMR is to get each swimmer a bit more brave as they gain experience. As that experience grows, you might just find yourself past that magical swimming line, which I call the transformation line. And you might be swimming laps around everyone else sooner than later. Regardless where you are, it's important to understand that there are supports or flotation devices to rely on. Utilizing your PLCs and technology specialists will help you gain confidence. Soon, integrating technology will become commonplace and your little swimmers will really appreciate it. Substitution. When we are talking about the substitution portion of the SAMR model, we are simply replacing technology for an old task, like using an online dictionary instead of the big heavy ones that have frequented our classrooms for many generations. Below are three other examples how one could substitute technology in their classrooms. The first two examples deal with teaching strategies, while the third one is an assessment strategy that could be used to substitute. Moving on to augmentation. Now we are not only substituting a tech tool, but this tool is making the task better or maybe even more efficient. Think of researching a topic. You could have students go to the library and find a book, find book after book on said topic, or they could type in that same topic on a search engine and get immediate feedback and thousands upon thousands of results about that topic. Again, there are three other examples using those same three individual tasks and how we could augment these into our day-to-day teaching by using technology. Modification. This is our first swimming strokes into the deeper end of the pool, past that transformation line. We are now moving past our traditional teaching styles and utilizing technology to really change how we teach, and most importantly, how students learn. Project creation, video productions that promote creativity and collaboration are examples of the modification level. We are getting to the part of the pool that we haven't experienced before. You will now notice these three tasks are getting a little bit more engaging as we add technology to a simple task that we began with. Finally, we've reached the redefinition stage, the final stage of SAMR technology platform. This is allowing us to do things that we used to believe weren't possible. Having real-time conversations with people in different countries, sharing or communicating projects with the click of a button, working with other classmates in different locations. All of these are examples of how we can redefine how we teach and how our students learn. Hopefully this will help you feel a bit more comfortable wading your way from one end of the pool to the other. Always remember, safety first. Use your life preservers. They are there for a reason. I've compiled some resources to use to gather more SAMR information. Remember, it's not a checklist or a competition. SAMR is simply a way to reflect and think about how you can help, enhance, and eventually transform your teaching and the students' learning.